Hi, I know you're there. How are you? How are you feeling? How is everyone? I'm talking to the people who are on the dry January, right? On the dry January. If you're in the middle of your first weekend, maybe last night you managed, right? But today you're starting to feel a pinch. I mean, it's a big day in Newcastle. Newcastle are playing Cambridge, right? Trippier, new signing. Do you follow the football? Is it going to ruin your dry January spell? Or maybe you're just feeling a bit fed up. I mean, everyone's got the January blues. Perhaps you're thinking, no one cares if I drink or if I don't. I care. And you care. You do care, because otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? And you wouldn't be watching. And you wouldn't be having this inner turmoil, because there's a name for this inner turmoil. And I learned it from my very good friend Loretta Brunning. Now, she explained to me about cognitive dissonance, right? So it's when you feel like you're desiring something, you're denying yourself something that you still desire. So if you really want a drink of alcohol, if you really want to have a drink, but you're denying yourself, I'm going to ask you why. Why are you denying yourself something that you really want? Which might seem like a strange question, but it's because I want to ask you why you want it. That's the big question. Why do you want it? What do you believe about it? What do you believe it's going to do? Do you really believe that it's going to make a difference to the outcome of Newcastle play the match? It's not going to make any difference. Right? You might think, well, I just want to relax. Well, try life without it. That's what this is about. This is about that. It's about you trying life without it. And this is the challenging part of that. So maybe you just need to dig deep with your why. Why do you want this? What part of the sober curiosity is really nipping you? There's nothing stopping you just leaving this group and totally forgetting about it, right? And just going back to the way that things were. But there's a reason why you feel you want this. So it's about digging deep on that. Why do you want this? What part of it is it that really, really motivates you and that's going to support you when you wobble? No, is it the idea that you're going to have more energy and you're going to have more clarity and you're going to have more focus on what you really do want? And you're going to have a head start on yourself for next week, you know? Or that you're going to get a better quality of sleep tonight and tomorrow night and for the rest of the week. So you're setting yourself up for success in all areas of your life. Or you're choosing to do what you've always done. Right? So it's decision time, right? And sometimes it's about thinking, right, I know it's going to be hard. You've got to accept that. It's an addictive substance. Like, really look at it. Think about it. It is hard. So how can you learn to distract yourself? Like, gamify it. Think, can I go 20 minutes? I read in one of the dry January groups, somebody puts teeth bleach things in her teeth if she feels like she's going to want to have a drink, because you put them on and then you don't drink or like eat anything for an hour, and by the time she takes them off she's actually forgotten about it, you know. So it's just about finding different ways to distract yourself, and it's trial and error. You're going to learn so much about yourself and the process. You're going to learn what worked, what didn't work, and why. And you're going to be able to look back if you start journaling and like watching this unfold and trusting the process. You're going to start having a brand new level of awareness. And that in itself is priceless. Like, you know, that you can go into your relationships with a different energy. You know, you can change your career or you improve your wealth. you can look at different areas of your health that you might want to focus on. So it's really putting yourself in the driving seat of your own life and recognizing that it's holding you back. I'm doing a 5-day reset challenge next week, a body reset with Kim Rain. Come and join me doing that. And I was listening to her this morning. She was explaining about your liver and how the importance of your liver and how it's affected depending on what you eat and what you drink. So imagine you had a sugary breakfast, right? And your liver was busy processing all of that, getting rid of all of that toxic, from your breakfast, and then you have something for lunch that keeps it busy as well. So you start, you have sugary drink or you have a glass of wine and your liver's busy with that. Then the next thing that you have, your body can't cope with it, so it stores it as fat. It stores that as fat whilst it's busy processing the toxins in your liver. Even just imagining that process, it's just little nuggets of information. I was nearly clapping my hands when I was learning that this morning, thinking, that's gold. If I can share that with my clients in my group for them to realise that, it's holding you back with your weight loss, that totally makes my weight loss make sense now. Because I started treating my body better. Because what happens at first, yes, you do reach for the sugar, right? So when you stop, this is how much sugar's in a bottle of rosé wine. Look at that. A bottle of rosé wine. I could easily drink 3 bottles of rosé wine on a Saturday afternoon with ice and a touch of lemonade. So can you imagine, when I stopped drinking, my body must have been looking for that sugar, which is why I was reaching for the cookies and the cakes. And at first I wasn't hard on myself, and I just thought, I'm just going to let it unfold. I'm not going to think, oh, well, I might as well just be drinking because look at us eating all of this cake, I wasn't looking for a way out. I was really focusing on, would my life improve without alcohol? My goal was never weight loss. That came much later. And obviously learning that this morning, I can understand why. Because once you stop with the alcohol, and yes, you go on to sugar, I replaced this sugar with other alternatives. And then you just start feeling like you're choosing healthier. You're not trying hard to not have the thing. You just don't want the pizza and the kebabs and the bits that come with alcohol. You don't want the fry up or the crisps and the nuts and the cheese that go with it. It's all of that that's taken away as well. And it just makes all your decisions easier. You're not, if you're emotionally eating, like Kim suggested this morning, if you're prone to that, you're making a bowl of healthy vegetable soup instead of, you're planning ahead and you're learning, you're getting to know yourself. And as we're entering up to the menopause age, I've got perimenopause symptoms now with night sweats and, I don't want those symptoms to be mingled with a raging hangover and not know what's going on with my body. I feel like I've got that sense of responsibility now that I didn't think was important before. So it's a big knock-on effect once you start looking at your health and you start making these health-seeking choices. It changes everything. It changes how you feel about yourself. And it you just start to believe that you deserve more. You deserve better. And you're not going without. It's not that you're doing without this afternoon. You could have anything you want. Have whatever you want. But just looking at it and thinking, do I really deserve that? Or do I deserve something better? All right, so I felt I needed to come on and get that off my chest. If anybody's sitting today wobbling and thinking no one cares, please know that I care. And remember that this isn't an overnight thing. It's going to take time. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to, I don't want to say try. I just want to say look at it. So even if you are drinking, to monitor that and think, well, is it really making us feel more connected to the people in the room? Is it really making us relax? And how is it making me feel the next day? And was it worth it? Like, ask yourself that, was it worth it? Because you can learn from that as well. Okay? Hello, Angie Goswell, how are you doing? And the other thing I think we should start telling people is where we live, where we're from, where in the world are you? Because I'm sure we could be making connections and buddying up and having that support as well. I know I speak to ladies. There's a lot of ladies in here with so many similar interests. And it really, I keep thinking, oh, I want you to meet her and I want you to meet her. And because I feel like I can oversee it, I can see and know different people in the group and what they're what's going on for them. So I think it would be really nice if we just started like sharing who we are, and please feel free to do that, just to express who you are, say hello. I'll do an introduction post, and anybody who feels now that they're a little bit more comfortable, that they've been in the group for a while, or even if you've just joined, to say who you are, why you're here, and what you hope to get from the group. Okay, and just respect each other, that we're not all going to be the same. There's going to be people in here that are happy to call themselves alcoholics. There's going to be people in here who have been to AA and that's worked for them. But this is, please respect that this is obviously my process and my way, and it's about, I'm really for the woman who doesn't know if she's bad enough to quit. She's sitting there and she's doubting, she's thinking, maybe I'm not bad enough to quit. It's not that bad, because I don't want to be there when it gets bad enough. Do you know what I mean? I want you to deal with it now in a way that makes you feel in control and yes, like just with respect, really, not in a place of panic. I want you to look at it together with respect for each other. All right? So thank you for sharing this space with me, and I can't wait to meet more of you. And so if you want to step closer to me and learn how I can help you with your specific goal, then you can either come along on Wednesday nights. We'll have a lot of people registered for Wednesday nights, and we'll have a lot of people yet to turn up. So maybe you've just been so busy, maybe the time hasn't been right for you, but we're going to stick to the 8 o'clock slot on a Wednesday night. So I'd love to see some more faces there. But if you want that more one-to-one support, then please book a call. I'll put the links in the comments so you can book a call, and we can arrange to chat. That can be over Zoom, or if you want to just do it on telephone. And also there's always my emails. So some people might not like Zoom, they might not want to talk, then you can always email me. And we're going to talk about my programs, my coaching, and how I can help you to achieve your goal. Okay? So have a lovely weekend, whatever you decide to do, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye from me.